these young, hard-headed niggas out here, he said. Shy pushed her father away and ran out of the apartment. She hated how he always brought up her mother's death, trying to scare her into leaving the streets alone. "Shy, get back here!" Mr. Anderson shouted from the apartment door. "Shy, get your fast ass back into this apartment or don't you ever come home again, I swear. Shy, you and your mother are a fucking joke sometimes." Shy ignored her father's words and ran down the building's pissy staircase, with tears streaming down her face. She reached the middle of the steps and noticed two figures sitting at the bottom, their backs to her. She slowed down and stared cautiously at them. One was a lady whose hair was in disarray, and the second was a young man. They were flicking a lighter as they sat closely together, concealing something. To Shy's eyes, it appeared that they were doing drugs. They were hidden away from the public and concealed in the depths of the project staircase, where there was enough privacy to smoke crack. Shy walked down the stairs slowly. When she was up on them, they both turned around and looked up at her. "Oh," the woman said. She stared up at Shy, and they recognized each other. "Hey, Shy," the woman said, gripping a long crack pipe in her hand. Her eyes looked drowsy, her movements sluggish. "Hey, Melanie," she said, her voice low. It was an uncomfortable situation for both of them. Shy had never seen Melanie like this before. Melanie was 2 years older than Shy, and they had both attended high school. Melanie had been the most popular, best-dressed, most outgoing girl in the school. She had been voted most likely to succeed. Now she looked like she didn't have a pot to piss in. Next to Melanie was her boyfriend, Ray. He was holding a lighter and looking around nervously. Ray used to be a cute guy and one of the young dealers on the come-up. Shy remembered when Ray used to sell drugs outside her building when she was younger. He had always been dressed in Adidas and big gold chains and had money to burn. Then he got hooked on his own product a year ago and couldn't let go. "You trying to get by, Shy?" Melanie asked, looking impatient. "Yeah," Shy said. Melanie and Ray moved against the wall, allowing Shy to pass. As she passed by them, Shy looked Melanie hard in her face and saw the damage crack had done. Melanie turned away quickly, diverting her eyes to the floor, ashamed that Shy had to see her like this. Shy said nothing else. She darted out of the building and into the streets. Shy wanted to escape her father. She didn't want to go back home, but she was 15 and had nowhere else to go. She missed her mother dearly, but she also knew that she would never end up like her or like Melanie, sucking hard on that glass dick and sucking and fucking niggas for crack. She always knew that she was too smart for that. She wasn't going to let drugs fuck up her life and screw up her lovely body. Shy walked down the block to her friend Jade's apartment. Jade was a year older than Shy, and they'd known each other since they were 8. They went to the same schools and had similar taste in boys. They both loved messing with the young drug-dealing bad boys who flaunted their riches and promised them the world. Shy knocked hard on Jade's door, and her mother answered. "Hey, baby girl," Mrs. Duncan said, greeting her with a smile. Mrs. Duncan was a petite woman, was in her mid-30s. She had brown skin and short, cropped hair. "Hey, Mrs. Duncan, Jade here?" "Yeah, she's in her bedroom," Mrs. Duncan said. Shy walked into the apartment and down the hall to Jade's bedroom. "Damn, bitch, you ain't dressed yet?" Shy said teasingly when she saw Jade walking around in her panties and bra. "Shy, why you at my crib so damn early? You know I don't leave out here till late," Jade told her. Jade was small, like her mother, with beautiful, sleek skin and hazel eyes. Shy sighed. "My fucking pop's tripping again. I had to leave. He acting stupid and shit." "Damn, what he beefing about this time?" Jade asked. "Some nigga called my crib at 3 in the morning. I think it was Raheem's dumbass. You know that nigga ain't got no fucking sense."